Coach game. Just what are your thoughts going into the fourth and ending it how it did and how it ended
On the Saturday game?
on Saturday?
Yeah, really, really close game. I mean, I felt like we really never had control, but we had players make plays at big times. Down three with a minute and a half. Dre hits a big shot, to tie it up after Morgan hit her three, and then we never really had control of the fourth quarter fully. But to be able to close the game, I mean, I think our players just made plays at the right times. Dre's three, Morgan's three, Dre's pull up, Morgan capitalizing on the free throws, Q as well. She had 17 points, 16 points, 17 boards that game. She usually gets about that every game. So her pulling down all those boards for us, especially the last one, was huge to cap the game off. But Morgan career high. I really want to give her a lot of credit because for her to get 19 points on that day was big. As a student teacher right now, I don't know how she's functioning, let alone having big games like that. So couldn't have come at a better time. She's in her last week of student teaching right now, and will pursue her master's degree next semester and next year for us. But huge game by Morgan, and she would be here today if she wasn't teaching school. But these two phenomenal games. Dre with 18 and big plays and big moments, and that's what great players do.
Just what is the Saturday win mean for your team? Just when everything wasn't really going your way, you guys ended up going out to win.
Great question. Probably best to answer by them.
Um, I think it kind of just shows a lot about how we respond to adversity as a team. I think we all have the same goals. I think we all know each other well. We know how to capitalize and just make some changes in games like that.
Yeah, like Dre said, we know each other well. We know how each and every one plays, and we know like when the time comes, we're gonna get it done. So just being able to. Sorry, I'm sorry.
And speaking on the last play, just what was the thought process? Just not fouling, just making sure you guys go up the clock and just go out strong.
Well, I'll chime in on that one too. They were out of timeouts, so it was kind of a tough call for me to make. Do I want to call one and let them set some up? But we're on the same page, and you can advance the ball, in the women's game, so they'd save a couple seconds, 6 seconds to go, and I think this group with so many seniors and so many years of experience and time together, I trust this group. A year ago or maybe 2 years ago, I would have called timeout, make sure we're on the same page. And thankfully, the shot didn't go in because she had a pretty good shot, but didn't want to call timeout. And Av did a great job of not even giving the official a reason to blow a whistle. She just really stood straight up. So, I think there's just a lot of trust amongst our team, and I have a lot of trust in our players. But by all means.
No, just going off what Coach Ray said, I think we do trust each other. I think knowing I just had to stay in front of the ball, I have Av there to take a charge. I think Q's presence down there just really puts a lot of pressure on the other team to put the ball in the basket.
Alexis, 17 rebounds, like Coach mentioned, that's kind of becoming normal for you. What is your mindset when you're playing games and trying to go grab boards?
My mindset really is like Coach Ray yelling at me to go in and get a rebound. So every time I just see the ball, I know I have to be a big presence in there and just try to go do what I know, and that's just go grab rebounds.
And I don't want to jinx it, but Q is well on her way to becoming the only player to hit 1,000 points and grab 1,000 boards. So it takes numbers like that to get that done, but she's well on her way to accomplishing that. And our Thursday game, Michaela Bingley was huge. Made 2 threes back to back to kind of secure that game and put it away. And just want to give her a lot of credit for her toughness. She broke her nose in the first half and came out in the second and was a beast, just like she was last year when it happened to her. So, yeah, big time week by Michaela as well.
You guys have been home for a little bit now, and you're home again this week. What is it like to play in front of the home crowd over this stretch?
I enjoy playing at home just because we have all of our fans and like family that come, so it's very like a homey feeling, and I like to win it for them because it's just a good atmosphere to play in.
No, I agree. Just having our our friends and family there, my family there. It's a big confidence booster, and it's nice to have them there.
Coach, hot start. Just what can you look forward to with the next couple of games?
Well, right now this week is going to be a really challenging week for us mentally. So we talked about that earlier today. We have to stay the course and just continue to get better and work on us the next couple of days, and then we'll prep for our non-conference game Wednesday, Thursday. So right now we're just locked in on the day-to-day challenge that we have, and that's to get better as a basketball team. Lots of things for us to work on and improve, but right now it's Monday, and we want to end Monday knowing we got better and hopefully do that again all week long. And really then after Friday, we could take a break and then come back and continue Lone Star Conference play.
What are some of those things that you need to work on?
I think our consistency in our shooting. A week ago, we could shoot 50% from three. Last week, we didn't do a great job of that. And part of that's on me. I have to make sure that our shooters find the ball at the right time and when they're open. And I think also just we need to really continue to build up our confidence. I think we need to give Q a lot of help on the boards. She does a great job rebounding, but Oklahoma Christian did a good job on her. Held her to 5 rebounds on Thursday, and it was noticed. So 11. I'm so sorry. 5 points. Only 11 for Q. But they did a great job in the first half shutting her down. So we really had to strongly encourage the rest of our team to pick up kind of what Q couldn't get done. So we need to find some balance in that. And really just make sure our post players get the ball when our shots aren't falling in. That was a struggle for us really Saturday. Especially the second quarter. We were held to 7 points that quarter, and then we made some adjustments going into the third and fourth and scored 50 points in the second half. So I think just finding that consistency and continuing to build our defense, but really our players, just continue to build confidence in what they do and how they are every day.
Question for all of you. You've both been together for a while now. 7-2 start. How does this team kind of compare to the teams you've been on together in the past?
I believe this is probably the best start since going Division II for UTPB. But I think what I appreciate the most, of course, winning is fun, but I appreciate the buy-in our players have in terms of the process. We're very committed to each other. We're very committed to our goals. And the selflessness that they have in terms of reaching those goals and what it takes for them is probably what makes my job the most fun and truly the easiest, because we all want the same thing and we want it for the people around us.
I think in the preseason we did a lot of bonding. We had a lot of conversations. We have a good amount of seniors, and I think we all want to make the season memorable. And I think our goals are very well within reach, and we're excited to have a great start and keep pursuing that.
Coach, how you mentioned with Michaela breaking her nose, still balling out, not a lot of fouls were called in the fourth quarter on Saturday. Talk about that grit and that dog, kind of that swagger you guys have, you guys can overcome whatever comes to you guys.
I think it kind of fired our girls up too. When that happened, it was a pretty big blow to her face, and they let her lay there for 2 trips, the officials did. They should have let the play out 1 trip down the court, but they let it come back. And I think that really fired up our team, and they just took over. I think that's the grit that they have. But Michaela's just a different human, truly. Like, she breaks her nose, a handful of blood, and she did it last year, and she put a face mask on and made big plays at big times. I mean, she's just truly, truly tough in every way. We're fortunate to have somebody of her toughness on our team, and when you do, it becomes contagious. And so I think that really inspired our team at a critical time in the game.